Welcome to J&J Dynasty. Got a little bit of a head cold here, hiding behind the little logo. All right, we'll get rid of it. Been wanted to do a video or two here over the weekend, but I was incredibly sick. I think you can still hear it in my voice. Good save. At any rate, so I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit. I'm working on a compilation of drafts. First, second, and third rounds, basically about the top 35 rookies that are going in drafts and their average draft position in MFL, one quarterback, PPR leagues, standard weekly, right? So just wanted to let you know that this stuff is coming. Got two more, the last two drafts, they're in the third and the fourth round, and we're going to get them locked in. And we're going to give basically almost every guy that you'd have interest in. If they're not on there, hey, pick them in the fourth round wherever you can. And a few outliers are going to be that they're going to be drafted somewhere in the third round because somebody's going to way overdraft them. But that's not going to be your concern. But basically, for the most part, doing it with 5 drafts, and I was a part of one of them. But basically, very consensus. Top 4 is Spiller, Walker, London, Burks. So those are your top 4 almost every time. Walker and London were swapped one time. So London went before Walker just one time out of 5. Then basically, you got your Wilson and Olave because they're usually coming, and Williams coming at 6 and 7. And then Cook is in there usually somewhere in between 7 and 8. So somebody usually drops below Cook. And then, so those are your top 8 guys, right? And then you got Sky Moore, Pickett, and Christian Watson. So that gets you to 11. And then there's usually one more guy popped in there somewhere. The Houston running back, was it Pierce? Why can't I think of his name? He's usually in there too. Occasionally, so basically those are your top 10 most likely guys. That Dotson and Pierce are swapping in back and forth. So realistically, if you're looking at your top 10, if you're doing a startup draft right now, those are your guys. Some guys that are really wonky, and I'll show this to you tomorrow. Mechie, 2 times he was drafted right after the term. 2 times he was drafted, at the turn of the second and third. Turn of 1 and 2 and turn of 2 and 3. I don't know why he's got a round difference in gradation, but people either love him or hate him. So it's the way it is. Other guys, Ingram for Arizona, 1 draft, he went incredibly high. So his average draft position on these 5 is going to be different. So just a little bit of a heads up on these guys. Snoop Connor jumped all the way up into the 3rd round in 1 draft. So somebody really loved him. But 1 out of 5 times he was drafted only. So it was pretty surprising with what the quarterbacks did and things like that. So I just wanted to give a quick update, let you know that something's going to be coming. Hopefully they're going to finish the point of the draft so I can finish my little spreadsheet and I can publish that and show you where everything's at. And then we can kind of go over that, and then maybe I can even do one with each one of the drafts because I've done two drafts, but I can do all the first rounds on 5 of them, all the second rounds on 5 of them, and just kind of go through them one after the other, so that way you can see the differences and the similarities in the drafts. And I'll have them broke down basically chronologically as how they drafted. A couple of them started on Memorial Day. One of them started right after, and then on Thursday, and then 2 of them were going into the weekend. So kind of cool how that looks. Like, click, and subscribe if you have questions about your team or anything and you want me to answer or help. Definitely give me a shout. I can look something up for you and give you help with that as far as what's playing out with these drafts. All right. Until then, take care from J&J Dynasty.